So you're not even sad necessarily. It's more just a numbness that you feel. I mean, there's times that you'll feel happy, times that you'll notice sadness, but overall, it's just more a malaise, right? Today, we're going to talk about how to feel your feelings and reconnect to yourself. And I'm going to share with you a tip that a $500 an hour intuitive eating coach shared with me that finally clicked and helped me get on the road to reconnecting with myself. So, why do we even shut down in the first place? I mean, there have been times where you've been somewhere and your emotions have come up, and like, I am not crying right here. I can't get angry right here. I'm scared, but I need to go do this anyway. And we can feel ourselves pushing our emotions down. And that's normal. There are times when we need to do that. We need to be in charge of our emotions. Our emotions are very valuable. They give us information, but we can't have them running our lives. The difference between that and emotional numbness, though, is when it's our body is choosing it to help us survive. So if you've been in a chronic situation where maybe you weren't seen very much as a child, your opinion wasn't asked very often, your thoughts didn't really matter even into adulthood or in relationships that you've been with or been in, our body learns that emotions aren't heard. So the emotions themselves will go underground. So the emotions themselves won't even surface up big enough for you to feel them until they've escalated way beyond and out of proportion, and then they're overtaking us. If you feel cut off from yourself, it happens. Chances are it really isn't your fault. It's a set of circumstances that your body chose in order to survive. But you can learn how to reconnect to your emotions, gain that valuable information your body is trying to share with you about yourself, and learn to choose yourself again. And no more self abandonment. We accept all parts of ourselves, and that's how we can walk forward into our best life. The first step is that you have to take time to hear them. When I started this process, I was working with an intuitive eating coach at the time. I went through it for years and years and almost 3 decades with eating issues. And near the end of it, I just shelled out money for this $500 an intuitive eating coach who was really amazing. I didn't exactly achieve what I had hoped for with her, but what I learned was even more valuable in a lot of ways because she was trying to teach me what it felt like to be satisfied in my body with food. And I just asked her, I was like, what are you even talking about? Like, what does this mean? And she explained it. She goes, it's a sensation. It is a feeling like, I can feel my body saying that. And it just clicked for me in that moment. And that whole time I'd been trying to figure it out, but it was actually listening closer to my body and understanding it better. So I get off the phone with her and I'm thinking, okay, well, this is easy. I know what to do now. And I check in with my body and I could not understand what was going on. It was like static or mumbling or a foreign language, honestly. And that was a little frightening to realize how disconnected I was, but at least I knew where to go next. So the second step in this 3-part process is to start to name your feelings. Slow down. Check in with yourself on a regular basis. When you're waking up, when you're putting on your makeup, what do I notice? How do I feel? What do I think about this color? What does my body say right now? For me right now, getting ready in the morning, it's more like, hurry. All right. But as I scan, like just sitting here right now, as I check in, I can feel a little tension in my stomach because I'm tightening that so I can stay firm in front of the camera and not be wobbly or anything like that. But that makes sense to me. I know what that means. When I was starting this process, I had no idea what the sensations meant in my body. I could not tell you with any regularity how I was feeling. It had to get to like DEFCON 10 level intensity before I could actually tell you what I was feeling and noticing. So I went for walks every morning for at least 6 months, and I would listen to music, because what I could do was I couldn't name my feelings, but I could start with sensations. I could feel sensations within my body, and it would resonate with, I would flip through the songs until I felt something that resonated with that same vibration and that same sensation. And then I could hear what the words were saying. And they'd be singing about sadness, loneliness. Um, there was a lot of Tracy Chapman during that time. I don't know, it just really resonated. But I could then hear the words and feel the sensations, and then I could put a name to my feelings again. The third part in this process, and I smile a little bit because this is, each part has its own level of difficulty, but this can be can be excruciating when you're first starting. Eventually you'll become friends with it, but as you notice the sensations in your body for more, begin to name the emotions that you're feeling, they are going to come up more. You're going to notice them faster. They're going to come up, and then you're going to have to feel them. Allow them to come up and be felt, and allow them to come out. They've been stuffed down for a very, very, very long time. And this also is going to be a process. It's going to take the time it's going to take. But honor your body, honor that it wants to express and release, and keep moving you toward the path of healing. All right, so I want to do a real quick exercise to help you on this road of feeling your feelings again and reconnecting to yourself. No longer do we abandon ourselves. So it starts by taking time to slow down, check in with yourself. What do you notice? Do you notice tightness in your chest? Do you notice tightness in your gut? Do you notice you wish you could go out and go for a walk today? Notice what you feel coming up. Name those feelings, and then allow your body to feel them. Our automatic response in our body is, as soon as we start to feel them and recognize them, our body pushes them back down under the surface. It's going to take practice to allow the feelings to be at the surface and to be allowed. You're going to have to intentionally, after you notice them, name them, allow them to be felt, and sit with them for just a couple of extra beats that feels comfortable. Then your body will learn it's okay for emotions to come up. It's okay for them to be felt. You're then reconnecting with all parts of yourself in wholeness. And if you need help with this, I have a free journal down below. You can find the link for it. I crafted it myself. It's not just some freebie journal that I found somewhere. I crafted it for part of this process, to begin the process of reconnecting to all parts of ourselves so we can move into our next best version of our life. So click that link down below, get the copy of your free journal, and start your process on moving into your next best life.